And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, sponsored by M3S3. Men make moves and suckers stand still. You already know. We got the legend in the building tonight, Tash from the Alkaholiks. Let's get it popping.
A lot of great stuff happened since the new year, everything. So, I'm really excited. Um, I'm good, man. That's all I can really say is I'm good.
That's what's up, man. Saw the Drink Champs interview. Proud of y'all. Shit was dope. I was surprised that y'all was on Drink Champs, man. It's like y'all get over. You know what it is? When artists get labeled hip hop artists, they tend to get overlooked, no matter how fucking dope they are. Did you say that's a fair assessment?
I mean, the people say that and everything, but the funny part when people say that, I think everybody, like I said, like everybody's in God's hands, man, and God's blessed me with a beautiful career. All my kids went to college. I drive a cool car and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not content to the point where I'm all the way where I want to be. But people like when they come up to me with that attitude, like, oh, like we never made it or nothing. No, I can't believe y'all's on the Drink Champs and shit. We can treat it like royalty in the biggest of capacities or whatever you call it and shit, man. But I'm well respected, man. So that's love right there, So what can I say, man? Like I'm about to put out some shit, so it's not too late to support. You know what I'm saying? Let's blow this shit up and get the props that y'all say we deserve.
Nigga, you been dope from day one, bro. Your pen game and your delivery is bar none. Like your shit is
in their faces. Off the two turntables with the anvil cases. It's the LIKs that blaze in the maze that
up there. I was thoroughly impressed by the love y'all get within the industry. Didn't know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
outside, y'all got a shitload of features too. When you go through the catalog, I'm like, man, these niggas that had everybody on their shit.
And let me tell you something about that. None of the motherfucking features. I mean, Loud paid like maybe one or two people and shit. But that was the people we didn't know. Everybody else we did songs with, we knew them. They was our homeboys. They was our peers. We've been on tours with them. A lot of motherfuckers slept on my couch and I slept on theirs and that type of shit. So we got a lot of history with a lot of people and it's just a matter of time before they do the documentary and you can really see how deep it runs, though.
Yo, that what joint was that? Smoke Fest 1999.
Tash, she's on your
That's
job.
That's the one with
Outkast.
Outkast.
Yes. That's fucking
Shout out to the whole Dungeon family. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I spent a lot of time with the Dungeon family in Atlanta and shit. So that's like the homeboys. I talked to all of them. I talked to the Goody Mob. I ain't talked to Outkast. I talked to Goody Mob though. I talked to CeeLo and all them. They was backstage at a concert like a month and a half ago. So they all back together and shit.
That's dope.
But like Be Real, that's been a homie since like right after high school. Shit, what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
But
I fucks with Cypress Hill pretty tough too.
I was just thinking of this story with Outkast and everything. I went to go to Freaknik and I went to go I stayed with the Dungeon family and shit. And I was out there right when I got to Freaknik. I had a rented car, and right when I got to Freaknik, I went to jail the first day. So I was listening to the whole Freaknik outside the bars like this. I have my ears to the bars like this. It sound like they right. And everything. The motherfuckers didn't see me the whole rest of the weekend. I was like, yeah, I agree. I
still got my
to come back next year.
Like I try to tell people, Freaknik fucked up my partying for the rest of my life.
Freaknik was off the chain, man. That was crazy time. But I was the younger generation. I don't think they can have Freaknik. These motherfuckers are crazy now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Freaknik want to get shot out. You know what I'm saying? You remember how fun it was though? Like on the freeway, when I had the parties on the freeways and shit, shut down the whole freeway and partying.
Oh my god. Yo. And the first year I went down there, what was that? 93? I had a fucked up leg and I was on crutches.
Suck for you, buddy.
No, it did not. Actually, that was a benefit. Come to find out, because the women felt bad for me.
Trying to give you some little loving. It's like, oh, you
Oh my
okay?
God. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So the love turned out to be something wonderful, man. But that's the best party I've ever been to. Sodom and Gomorrah in the flesh. When you first started out, what were the goals for you, and have you surpassed those?
Yeah, man. I mean, I started out with I make new goals every couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I try to
Mhm,
like when I first started out, you said I really I just when I dedicated myself to the music. I mean, I was
mhm,
running with the greats. When at a young age and everything, because King T and all them, we was kid. Like I've known King T since the '80s. And J
yeah.
Ro and them. They all knew Ice T and they knew Scotty D from the world famous Felix shop out there and all these things. So when I met J Ro and King T and all them, that led me into the whole LA scene at the time. So when we started out with that, basically, man, I just said I want to be known as a dope rapper, and I want to go on tour like King T's doing, and I want a Ferrari like Ice T's doing, and all that type of shit. And then made a I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at the. No, I ain't gonna have everybody going to that. I was about to say something, but anyway, they put it out there how much I made over the years. This shit, like on some shit, like they be doing that shit like net worth
Uh,
and all that shit. Like if
yeah,
you look at that,
yeah.
motherfucker, I was a hell of a millionaire. Like motherfucker, shit. But
Where do they get that shit
I
from?
ain't
Do
gonna
they
say
call
nothing.
you up for that?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. My chick looked it up. I mean, my chick was on some shit with my social security shit or whatever, and this shit popped up. And I don't know how it popped up or nothing, but I was like, damn. It's like, damn, how they know this? I
That's crazy.
thought it
That's
was just, I don't know what. Yeah, I was like, wow, but I blew a lot of that shit. I had a lot of bad habits.
all right. So what's the
But
biggest flex
I
you
mean,
had?
hey, the biggest flex you said?
Yeah. The biggest, just went and blew 100 stacks on the dumbest shit ever.
Uh, Probably bought two Benzes cash. I didn't really flex too hard. One for my mama, one for me.
That's not
I
bad
bought a
though.
house. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, they said the millions and shit, they said that was accumulative. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm,
had one good year. But what I said was that um, I didn't really accumulate a lot of shit like that. Like my whole shit was like I would go on trips. Like I would buy a trip to like overseas and shit and just
mhm.
chill out and do some shit like that. But shit is never coming back. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But you
But
know,
you
um,
live life though, bruh. You can't replace
yeah,
that.
but that was always that goes back to the original question because that right there was what I always dreamed about doing was having enough money to do what the fuck I wanted to, when I wanted to, and how I wanted to, and it transpired. Going on the tours, that was part of it. Putting out albums year after year, that was part of it. That was all dreams. And once I accomplished those, I made other dreams.
Y'all seem to have a really good eye for other people's talent. Like, do you have a record label yourself?
No, I don't. But I tell you this though, I'm managing a artist out of Dallas, Texas. His name is Junior
Mhm,
Boy,
mhm.
and he just dropped a record last week with NBA YoungBoy and shit. So he's soaring right now. You can't lose with NBA on your shit and everything. So he's climbing right now. He has
Yeah, that guy
a
is
song out
God to
called
this
No Love.
generation. When the album dropping?
Yeah, they you know we putting out singles right now because after this he has a song with Mary J. Blige that we shot the video for in New York, in Brooklyn. So that's the next step. But the album we probably put it out probably this summer. We won't have an
What's
actual
Mary
date
J.
yet, but
Blige? What's she like?
I don't know. She wanted to do her shit in private, so we was outside. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It was the day
wow.
that, you know what it was? She did her shit later. Now think about it. She did her shit later because that was the day that actually he was supposed to be in the video, but the actor Michael K. Williams,
Yeah, he passed, didn't he?
yeah, but he passed. He was supposed to be in the video, and he passed the night before. So
Oh
when we woke up
wow.
that day with New York, that shit was all over the news. So he didn't show up for the video shoot, of course. And Mary J. Blige was devastated. So we had to shoot her part later, and she wanted to do it in private and all this.
I can understand that. I can understand that. What is Tribe Called Quest like?
That's my boys right there. Rest in peace to Five Dog, man. Tribe Called Quest. That's what I tell people, that was the funnest tour that we ever been on, because that was our first major tour, and we was on there with cool, you know, cool ass dudes and everything. So it was just like it was kind of like a we made it type thing. You know what I mean? Because they were from New York, and we was the only West Coast group on the tour. So it's like if you rapped in like the Bronx and shit where it came from or something. You know what I mean? And all that.
Right.
We just felt privileged to be on there with our style and all that shit and represent the West Coast to the fullest. But
They definitely
that's
one
my
of the
peoples
top
though.
5
Tribe
groups.
Called Quest, they all different. They like me, J-Wo and E Swift. They all got their own personalities and shit. Like J-Wo and Fife. Like Fife was my boy and shit, but J-Wo and Fife, they get in these long sports debates and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then me and Q-Tip, we was cracking the chicks and everything. And then Swift would be on the him and Ali Shaheed Muhammad, they'd be on the producer shit. I'm talking about on the tour bus, like shit like convo. Like who you relate most with. You know what I'm saying? And they was just like us. Those like the New York version of us, kind of.
How did y'all end up as a group?
We ended up as a group because basically me and J-Roll, we started doing demos, and E Swift was doing the beats for both of us. And so he got I don't know, he got lazy or something. He said, "Who's gonna use the beat?" And me and J-Roll did one song together. It was called "I Get Funky," and we looped "More Bounce to the Ounce." And for some reason, people in LA went crazy over this one song, So they said, "Y'all should do another song." We did another song. People went crazy over that one. So we started making like a little buzz with these songs and shit. We used to go to like all these clubs in LA. We used to go to USC, like college parties and shit, do the shit. Swift was DJing everywhere, clubs. So basically, man, they was like, "Man, y'all sound so different. Y'all should, just do an album together and everything." And then at that point, we was on the tour with King T. As King T hype man, and Swift was his DJ. So it was like one crew. So we was like, "Fuck it, we need a name." And King T named us the Alkaholiks. Shit, man. So I thought it was a joke at first, but you know what I'm saying? That's been my MO ever since. But hey.
Yeah, that seems kind of hard to live up to. Like, I'm not the biggest drinker, but I've had some bad moments.
Yeah, it wasn't tough. It wasn't tough for the first 16 years and shit, but that shit caught up to me and everything. I don't drink nothing no more.
I know it's been what, like a year and some change now?
It'll be actually, my girl had told me it'll be 2 years and 2 weeks.
Congratulations, bro.
We went to Cancun last year. I'm gonna see what we're gonna do this year. We're gonna do something.
That's dope. I know it ain't the same, but I talk about it all the time. I had a heart attack 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I had heart surgery.
Still with it.
You nigga, shit.
I
You
know.
looking ugly there for a second.
That scared me just saying this shit, man.
Oh,
wow.
nigga. Yeah, like, and I'm still not the same. But immediately, and I had smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes damn near for decades, and quit instantly.
What you mean, 2 packs a day?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I smoke too, man. I got to stop that. How'd you stop? The heart attack?
Heart attack. Yes, nigga.
Okay, well, shit. I gotta heed the word of the word of advice. Like,
yo, I went to the.
Hey, can I throw a shameless? This is not to get off the heart attack, but I don't want you to say, "Hey, man, that's enough time and everything." Can I throw a shameless plug up in here real quick?
Ain't no such thing as a shameless plug. Do what you gotta do.
I want y'all to meet this. I want the people to meet this guy right here. This is my homeboy right here. This is Ducks. But he's co-owner. He's the owner. I'm co-owner of this brand that y'all see all on my IG and everything called Live Victorious. He over there making designs right now, so y'all can support him this summer. But I'm a big part of that this movement, man, and everything. But I just had to say that before you cut me off and everything. But back to your heart attack, man. So how did you get back to doing this and everything? I know it was a bump in the road, but you said you had to have surgery.
Yeah, I was out. Like, and the fucked up part about it is, like, while I was in the hospital, as soon as I came out of it takes me a while to come from the anesthesia. It took me a couple of days. My mother passed.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
yeah, it was just a real, like, 2020 was hell for me. But
I
it
think
took
that's
me
my biggest fear in life. I don't know who me people is real close with their mom. Me and my mom was like, I don't know. I know it's like that with everybody, but that's like my biggest fear ever is losing my mother,
it was mine too.
So I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
You had a rough year that year, man. You got to,
And then I had to go straight. I literally went straight from the hospital to the funeral home.
That is correct.
But like, I was talking to my brother. It's just us two. I was talking to him about it today, and I was like, that was God's way of protecting me from my emotions, because it was so much going on that I couldn't really focus on, grieving per se. I just had to get shit done. So it's kind of slowed the process up for me. It, in a weird way, was helpful.
A little bit. I'm listening, man.
What's
Slow
the
down and
brand
breathe.
about though, bro?
It's basically the LV. It started with the LV because we out of Las Vegas and everything. I moved to Las Vegas. I don't know how many people know that, but I say it every time I get a chance to say it. I don't live in LA no more. I just got back. I go 2 times a month, because I got kids out there and I got a club I throw, every Friday. But I just go 2 Fridays a month. But I love Las Vegas, man. I'm getting, in tune with the culture and everything. But the person I just showed you, Ducks and everything, he started the brand like years ago, like 7 years ago, out of Vegas. But that's where the LV comes in. It's like the LV stands for Live Victorious. And so you see the angel on our logo and everything. That's the angel of victory. And basically, he's been a community somewhat of an activist for the whole time, with the clothes and shit. He had stores in the malls out here and everything. Everybody in Vegas know about Live Victorious, and now that I'm expanding it and showing it off in LA, the next of the world. We had a lot of my friends been representing everything. Shout out to Royce the 5'9" and all the Dove C's and all the E40s and all the people that got their hands on it and put it on, and it's a dope brand, you know what I mean? And so I came aboard to basically I was gonna do marketing and everything, but I got offered the ownership and everything, so I just applied myself, and we here now. But if y'all want to go to the website, it's livevictorious.com.
And do me a favor, text me that too, so I can put that out there on my shit.
Okay, we'll do.
I like that shit like that, It sounds like you did everything you were supposed to. And looking back though, if there was something, your biggest criticism of you.
You talking about when I was drinking?
Just you, period, over your career. What's your biggest critique of you?
My biggest critique would be I could critique a lot of shit, man, like good and bad though. You know what I'm saying? You mean critique as far as a person or a rapping person?
Just you over your career. Oh, well, matter of fact, hip hop wise, what would be your biggest criticism of yourself?
And you want me to tell you, it's gonna sound like an asshole statement to say, but I feel like I held myself back by being way too humble to these motherfuckers that didn't give a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? I helped a lot of people that didn't give a fuck about me that I saw later. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In life.
Yes.
And I humbled myself for them to be in certain positions. And if I had to do it again, I would do that.
Back. Yes.
Exactly.
I understand completely what you mean, bro.
And I would say I would have spent so much money on alcohol all the years, man. I probably have a lot of money right now.
Hey, y'all niggas was drinking St. Ives though, man. That's fucking like drinking gasoline. That shit was horrible.
Living up to the image. That's what we did. Live up to the image for years. But that's a thing of the past, I guess. I don't know.
You live and you learn. If you're smart.
But I want to say this though. But check this out though. When you ask me that, I'll tell you this. I got an album coming out. I got I'm gonna drop the Smokeaholics. We have a brand, a cannabis brand called Smokeaholics too. That we only licensed in California, but basically and everything. I'm gonna drop a soundtrack to smoke to listen to while you smoke our products, and we got some merch shit going on too. But what was I saying about that? What was I saying right before that? I was saying, that's what I was. You asked me what I
before that though. It's completely legal in Detroit. Like my people's, that's where I'm from, and my people's
I
fuck with
heard
that
that.
shit heavy. Yes,
I heard that is legal.
nigga, I went to the store last year and bought a bag. Not that just to have the experience of going to the store randomly to buy a bag.
You act like you ain't smoked that shit. You know you smoked that.
I did smoke that shit, but it's
I
been
know
a while.
You might be a pastor or something now. I don't know. But what I said was that the album I'm gonna come with the Smokeaholics soundtrack theme music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna come with this album, and what you're gonna see when you first see the album, it's gonna be in big print. It's gonna say "Wasted." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, here we go, Tash, "Wasted." Okay, going back to that shit and everything. But if you look to the right in parentheses, it's gonna be a little thing. It's gonna say "Time." You know what I'm saying? So really, my album's gonna be called "Wasted Time" because people ask me what I regret, and that's because what I regret the most is that you can stop drinking and shit, and you can get back your features, you can get back the money, the cars, all that shit, but you can't get back the time that you spent bullshitting, So anyway, my shit is gonna be called "Wasted Time."
That's dope, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. And the only thing
I probably won't even do no album. I probably just put up a gang of singles.
The only thing I would say is worse than wasting time is wasting talent, because at least you took advantage of your talent.
But shit, that's true. Yeah, if you wasted time and talent, you fucked up.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of talented people that believe their own hype so much before there was really a hype, and then there was no hype, and you wasted your talent.
What you mean? That's full of themselves?
Yeah,
just jumping full of themselves.
Yeah, like my boy, rest in peace to him, man. My boy is probably the dopest MC I personally have ever met. But
before Detroit,
he knew he was dope, and instead of going out there and getting it, he was waiting on it to come to him, and he ended up passing away.
Wow.
Yeah. Papi Chulo, rest in peace, King.
Rest in peace, bro. Yeah, you can't wait for shit these days, man. And everybody knows that, It's too many people doing a lot with little, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So your spots will be taken if you ain't moving on.
Man, especially nowadays, man. It's too easy to put out music.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. That's a Live Victorious logo.
That is dope right there, bro. Yeah, I fucked with that. I fucked with that. You got hats for that too?
Yeah, a lot of people get it. Oh shit!
Don't fuck that up, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna get heavy. This the leather. I know you on the East Coast too, because it's kind of warm in Vegas, so it's too. It ain't. It ain't just. This
dope.
See that?
Yes, I like that.
It's out on the inside. Got the Angels of Victory. See that?
Y'all not bullshitting.
Quality material, all that good shit.
Yo, it's a store. It's a store called what is it? 3 1/3. I think that's the name of 313 in Detroit. Really dope fucking store.
Wait, are you talking about the one? You ain't talking about the hip hop one that everybody used to rap at? Because that was a closed store too.
Are you talking about
that's why I met Eminem. That's why I first met Eminem and the D12 and all them.
They closed. Well, I take that back. I think they opened up. I'm not 100% sure, but I grew up like, I don't know, 4 blocks away from there from back in the day. So I used to go up there when them niggas used to be coming in there. I just never ran across those dudes, but I used to go in there and do my little freestyle thing and shit. But it was right down the street. Yeah, Maurice Malone.
That was our first trip to Detroit. We went there, and then we kept going back to the same spot. They closed it down. I heard.
Yeah.
They showed the motherfucker in 8 Mile.
They ain't really show it at 8 Mile.
No, I'm saying they show St. Andrews Hall.
That's exactly what it was. St. Andrews.
St. Andrews Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still open? Okay,
Yeah.
dig it. All right. We used to perform there like once every 6 months for a couple of years. Then I
Really?
don't know. Yeah, we ain't never been back since. But
Why you never do no joint with M?
shit, he blew up on me, and I met him before he really blew up.
Right.
And he had I've been on tour with D12 though we went on the long ass tour. Rest in peace, Proof. That was my drinking buddy right there. Me and
Man,
Proof in Bazaar. Shout out to Bazaar.
like people give M a lot of credit for like putting Detroit on the map. No, bro. In Detroit, like Proof was like M
I
was
heard Proof was a man. He used to tell
yeah,
me all the time.
no
Like,
disrespect to M, but he was an afterthought compared to Proof. Like Proof was that guy.
yeah, that's true. But I tell you what, M came to my hotel room one time, and he blew me the fuck away. I was like, damn, because I remember meeting him at the hip hop shop in Detroit, but he came to my hotel room in New York, and he had a demo tape this time. I think we were just rapping at the other shit. I think I used to drink a lot. I don't remember everything, but I remember that before that, and then he went to a rap battle. I took him to a rap battle later that night, and he wasn't even in it, but he started rapping. And started fucking it. It's a long story, but niggas, Eminem just really he really like I can't believe how large he is. Like when you see like a plant like grow out the soil and shit.
Yeah.
Like I knew him when he was literally like he had been to New York, and he said he'd been to Jersey, I think, or something like that, or maybe it was the same trip. Because I met him in New York the second time, and I was at a hotel room, and him and Paul Rosenberg, the Big 12 manager, came up there and shit, and I just tripped off that because he was so humble. He was like, Tash, I'm a big fan of yours, and I love your shit, and this, and then he knew the words and shit. I was like, that is a hip hop white boy. And then he played it shit. I was like, God. But I had nothing. But see, at the time, I was on some MC shit, and I ain't had no label and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do nothing but tell other motherfuckers, this motherfucker's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. And they say he's the best ever. You know what I'm saying? So, congratulations to him and his whole skyrocket shooting out of orbit career.
He's not the best ever. He ain't even the best ever out of Detroit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Not for me. There's a cat named
somebody better than Eminem on Detroit. I mean, out of Detroit.
He's a guy you probably never heard of. This cat named Big Hurt. For me.
What make him better?
Because he was Detroit. He was talking about like Detroit is not, like Eminem is not necessarily representative of Detroit hip hop per se. Like the city. Detroit is grimy as fuck. M got bars, not taking that away from him. But niggas in the city wanted to hear city shit. And Big Hurt.
Hey, hold up, my homeboy want to ask you a question.
Fuck with 4-2 Doug, young homie.
He said you fuck with the young homie 4-2 Doug.
I like 4-2 Doug, but I'm more of an Icewear Vezo cat. Like Vezo is just like my guy. That
oh, you know what I like this dude. I like this dude from Detroit, Bodie James.
That dude is fire too. Yes.
I met that. We had a show with him in Arizona, and I had never heard his stuff. I heard the name Bodie James. I thought, I was like, I don't know who this dude is. Man, he got up there over the Alchemist beats.
Yes.
I was stunned
how
dope he was. I was like, Dad, this motherfucker hard.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
I would actually do a song and said, but he left.
I mean, shit, it ain't that hard to get in contact with him. I'm pretty sure.
I just pick him up when I'm ready for that. I'm gonna reach out to him definitely though.
And shit, you fuck with Royce. Like Royce can get in contact with anybody in Detroit.
Yeah, that's what it is. I called Royce and shit. I thought I ain't talked to Royce in a minute though. But I called him and told him about the brand Live Victorious and shit. And he told me he was gonna bring me out to Detroit and we were gonna do a song together, Royce. but but that's a good dude, man. I love his IG stuff and what he's doing on the mic and all that positive energy he be throwing out. That's a good dude, man. Shout out to Royce the 5 Nina.
Shout out to Royce the 5'9", man. It's a lot of cats though, man. Like, but yeah, as far as like the grimy shit, like Big Hurt, oh my god, that nigga is that's the guy for me.
I think I heard of him though.
Yeah, it ain't too many people that's gonna say that's from Detroit that's gonna say M. And that's no shade to him. And it usually happens like that. It's like your
Shout out Trick.
hometown. Trick is the guy.
That's what I was about to say. I ain't going to cut you off, bro. Shout out Trick. I like his documentary thing and everything. That's just hard.
Yo, man, I'm 50 years old, and I remember as a fucking teenager riding the bus and seeing spray paint of the Goon Squad on buildings.
Yeah.
Yes. They've been doing it that long.
It was the new Crips. It was the new Crips right on the wall.
Oh my god, like, that was a surprise to see like Crips and Bloods in Detroit, though. That was really a surprise.
It was surprising us because that shit. When I was in Ohio, it was Crips in my junior high school. So imagine they was spreading in like it was crazy.
Yeah, we didn't see like we had a couple gangs, but it wasn't like a color affiliation or no shit like that. Like Young Boys was like the gang for my generation. And it was other gangs, but them niggas didn't count compared to Young Boys. They had the whole city locked up.
Nigga, they had the BMF, nigga.
That really like they wasn't BMF when they was in Detroit. Like they didn't really become BMF till they moved. Like
I can tell you a crazy story, but nobody wants to hear this shit. But really, first illegal act I ever did. I was 16 years old, and I was in Columbus, Ohio, and I drove some weed with this white girl because my homeboys wanted me to drive this shit to. You ever remember this club called? I know you gonna remember this because you my age. You remember this club called Chick Rick's in Detroit?
Chick Rick's?
Chick Rick's. Not Slick Rick's, Chick Rick's.
No, I don't remember
that.
It
was a super hood spot. But anyway, I drove this weed with this white girl in the truck. The weed was in the trunk and shit. I was 16 years old and I drove like 5 pounds of shit with like penitentiary chances and shit back then. This before weed was even thought like this was felonies, nigga. Like in Ohio, going across Detroit lines and all this shit. But we had to drop it off at the nightclub and shit. And this motherfucker just took this shit. We just drove back to Columbus. Like, man, get the fuck. That was scary.
Nightclub?
Yeah, it was 16. But the girl was older than me. But they used my car though. That's the whole thing. She drove my car. My grandpa's helped me get. Man,
from Columbus?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Columbus was doing the weed like that back in the day.
Yeah, but that's why they got me because they were saying I'm a minor. So when they went, that was the whole thing. Like if I get caught with this shit, they're gonna slap me on the wrist and all this. But I don't know what the philosophy was, but I know I needed them bucks, and but they let me know because I was scared the whole time. Because first of all, it was already fucked up then. You know what I'm saying? Columbus was fucked up. They was fucked up.
Man,
let's just get this shit over with.
Man, Ohio is horrible. Like I live in Cleveland now. Like in Ohio, like as far as the way, like if you'd have got caught on the Michigan side, you'd have been good. You'd have been okay. First time offender, you'd have got papers. You'd have got caught in Ohio.
This the 80s, though. This the 80s.
You'd have got caught in Ohio. They'd have sent your ass to the pen.
I know. That's why I've been in jail, Ohio and shit. That's why I'm never going back to the motherfucker, man. Like, damn, they fuck with me every time I go out there. But I was about to say, how the All-Star game go out there?
I had to work 12 hours both days, so I don't know. I talked like my guy, he used to be like he rapped back in the day, and he was like a big deal back in the day. But he was saying compared to 96, that this one wasn't shit compared to how lit it was in 96. Okay. All I know is they was charging obscene prices from what I heard to get in everywhere. And I think that may have had something to do with it. Like it was like $200 to get in the club.
Hey, let me ask you a question real quick before it pop out my head and everything. My you might as well say wife, but my chick and everything, she doesn't manage, but she helped this girl like anything a manager would do. She helped this girl named 350. You heard of 350 out there? She used to be with Space Mob with Scarface. You never heard of 350?
No.
What did Scarface? Remember he had a group and there was one chick like Space Mob with that was out of Texas.
No, but
Scarface people.
No, I don't remember. I remember Face Mob, but I don't remember like
biggest shit. She biggest shit out there. I mean, she made hit records with some gold and platinum records. Like she cracking. But we're trying to get her some shows during the All-Star game. That's why I said that.
Oh, there's a cat out here I know. Actually, he is in Columbus. Like as far as doing shows in Ohio, that's the guy to see. And I mean, like he put like he just did a Ohio run with Freeway, Meek Mill, not Meek Mill, but damn, what's the old boy that was with Jay-Z? Uh Damn, I can't remember his name, but a couple of artists. Like he does that constantly. Like he does Ohio runs every other month.
Talking about Benny Siegel? I'm trying to think.
Actually, that's his guy right there, Benny Siegel. But it's not Benny Siegel.
Lady,
No,
I met Benny in Columbus.
I heard Benny was a really cool dude.
Like a motherfucker. I be telling him, I tell you that, Doug. Like he got in my crib on my couch one time and chilled like it was nothing. But we was drunk.
I mean, but you a cool ass nigga too, though, man. And you got a status.
And it's not like I'm saying we was drunk every time I say a sentence, but it just comes out for some reason. but I ain't gonna rub it in. But anyway, yeah, Benny real cool. I ain't seen him in a long time. So I don't know, sometimes people, I don't know. But he seemed like he got his head on, man. Like, that's good, because he was in trouble for a long time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seemed like, like he ain't the same beings. You know what I mean? Like his voice is not the same. I really wish he could,
He got shot, man. He got shot in the lung.
Yeah, it ain't. I mean, I'm not, it just, but it's not the same. And it's unfortunate that sometimes it takes some shit like that to happen to you for you get it. And man, but
I never like tripped that like some people like trouble follows them. You know what I'm saying? Like I never like with trouble followed me too, but you know what I'm saying? But I never wanted to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been on some other shit. Unless
yeah,
it was the two.
I don't believe that though. Trouble don't follow you. You put yourself in certain scenarios consistently.
And the reason I said that because I seen the dudes my son hangs with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they really want to be thugs. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at it totally different than when I came up. I always wanted to like do the other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Maybe that's why we here though. Like some people just follow their own trends, I guess.
Yeah, but everybody got a moral compass. I don't care.
Hey man, I keep getting this call coming in, and I muted it. How long we gonna be on? How much longer
That's
you
up to
think?
you, King. That's up to you.
Okay, well I got it. Some of the.
Yeah,
I mean, keep going. It ain't no imperatives, nothing. We just keep going, man. Keep shooting the questions. I'm gonna answer them quicker.
Okay, like when you writing a song, do you get the beat then write, or you just write a song and then pick a song to the particular beat?
I write songs a cappella. That's what I was saying on Drink Champs. Nigga, I kind of lost people with what I was saying. But it's like, how you go to studio sessions, right? The average rapper got all his homeboys in the studio session with him. That's what we used to do. Girls, booze, weed, your drug of choice, and all this shit. It used to be so much of that in the studio that I can't even think about what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like I could sit there and listen to the beat, and the studio, they just play the beat over and over and over and all that shit. I can't do it. So just one day I went outside and I went in the car and I sat in the passenger seat, and Swift burnt me a CD, and I went in the car to play it. Before I played it, I just sat there and I had some shit on my head and I just started writing a cappella, and it started coming to me. And I was like, damn, I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote the whole rap so quick. I was like amazed and shit. I was like, damn, what I do different? What I eat this morning? And I realized that I got a short ass attention span, so I got to be sitting with peace, quiet, nothing else, and I could write some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
you got a unique cadence structure too, and I think that's the secret right there.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was thinking about it today. Like you remind me, like I can hear Slick Rick with a different cadence structure. Yes,
British accent and everything. But
no, I mean not necessarily the act, but it's almost as if every song you do, there's some element of a story in it woven in the bars.
Ducks always say, the guy over here always tell me that, what he's I be using
catchphrases.
I'm using a lot of catchphrases. That's what he's saying. Like, I don't even know what it was.
I don't know if you use the catchphrases or you create them.
Oh no.
Yes, something like that. Recreates them.
Yeah, it's like the way you say shit is so unique to you that it turns like you could say something that I've never heard before, and then I'll hear it again in my head, and I hear it again, and now it's a catchphrase for me or for whoever is out there. Yeah, like, but it's always like if you could be talking about this table and this chair I'm in, and at some point you'll weave a little story in it, whether it's a whole 16 or it's just 4 bars.
I just did a song with Corrupt last night, and I think I started off with a catchphrase. I said, I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. Is that a catchphrase?
Yes, it is.
That's the catchphrase.
That's what I started off as. Yeah, it is
That's the catchphrase. Hey, yo, that joint that you and Corrupt did before, I don't know how many y'all got, but I know the one on Rapper's Life is fucking phenomenal.
He said rap is like rap like man.
Rap Life. I'm sorry. That's a criminally underrated. I listened to the whole joint today just cause criminally underrated CD, bro. Like, this shit was
That's
fucking fire.
like that. I mean, yeah, man, because it was like the time with Loud, they basically was closing the doors, man. So, like, I ain't get no promotion on that. I ain't get everything you see. I pretty much did myself, like as far as booking my own tours and doing all that shit.
Mhm.
So you know, me and Steve tell me all the time that he could have did better with that. You know, I mean, he didn't tell me all the time, but he told me numerous times before.
Is he a cool dude, Steve Rifkin?
He's just like everybody else. He bipolar as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He like me, you. You know, he get. I mean, I use that word too loosely. I use it too loosely. He used to just, you know, if he Steve walk in because he's from New York, so he's loud. I mean, he wasn't really loud, but he's more like rude. You know what I'm saying? I say that. Like he'd come in and he'd be upset, and then you know he'd get the cussing and shit. Like, man, what the fuck is going? You know, like he a real New Yorker, so he had a temper, I guess, but you know. He ain't gonna say too much when he in there talking to Wu-Tang and his 9 niggas from the projects looking at you and shit. Like he's be extra cool with certain motherfuckers, and you know he's talk shit to his staff and all them motherfuckers. Like I'd be like, damn, Steven, they're going off on who? He'd be like, on Mojo. That's Mojo, like the you know what I'm saying? He ain't Big Pun and Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I used to see both sides. I'd be like, man, this was a trip, but. Great dude though. As far as I think that he's underrated as far as what he did for the hip hop, the culture of hip hop and everything. Like giving Wu-Tang their contracts where they can make solo albums. Just imagine if that Steve said, "Nah, fuck y'all. Y'all signed with me, and y'all can't make no solo albums. Everything got to come to me." Yes. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have the Method Man on Def Jam, the Jizzle on I forgot what label he was on Geffen at one point, but I remember he dissed all the labels. Remember that? But.
Damn, and who CD got fucked up in the flood? Was it Jesus?
New Orleans.
No, at RZA crib. It flooded in his basement.
Oh yeah. RZA, he had a
somebody's CD got ruined. I want to say it was Jesus. And they had.
I think it was Spectre Deck. Spectre Deck had a
Deck?
I think so. I think it was.
I can't remember. That's fucked up though.
Because Jizzy came out first. This shit was hard. He ain't lose nothing on his. And then yeah, I think Spectre Deck, because they always said, how come Spectre Deck solo album didn't get the shot? You know what I mean? He didn't come out when everybody else was on that wave. Because remember ODB, I mean, all of them had the records out at the same time, Meth, all them.
Yeah.
But Spectre Deck didn't have shit out. That's because he lost it in the flood, I think. I think they tell you that on the documentaries. I mean the TV show on Hulu.
Well, shit, it's hard to know what's the truth on the TV show and what's not.
Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit. Even when they threw this shit in with us, it was something there. I was like, that ain't happening like that. That was different.
Like it was like the NWA movie, the Detroit shit. At least from a fan, because I was at that concert, they talked about in that movie, and from a fan perspective, it did not go down the way that the movie portrayed it.
Yeah, all that shit. You know, that's Hollywood. You can't, you know. Everybody knows that. We from LA. We know when they do all these shit from LA. We was there at half the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. But
when you gonna write a book,
look,
bro?
I did on my second album. I rapped it.
When you gonna write a book?
Man,
we need that, man. We need that.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If I wrote a book about my life, would anybody read it?
Yes.
Probably not, and if they did, they probably wouldn't believe it. They probably couldn't conceive it. Where I've been and where I'm headed to, what the fuck I did, what I said and who I said it to. My mic's aimed dead at you, so take a look. It starts on page 3, chapter 1. This is my book. See? It took 9 hours for the cast to hit the pavement. Doctor slapped me on the ass. I slapped him back because that's some gay shit. I always have to way with words. They deserve more than what they worth the way I play these curves. I hit the ground running through Columbus, Ohio. My nigga, people, that city's kind of wild. Hyper sense diapers. Me and my brother stepdaddy didn't like us. He beat us, repeated. He smacked, he choked us. I'm only 12 years old. Nigga, kill your own roaches. I'm all prepped for showbiz. My mom worked for Al Green. Not a lot of people know this, but I was there when Al caught the grits. That's the time he found the Lord, said, fuck singing and quit. My mom's packed the shit because Al was out the business. Now I can flip to chapter 2 and you're going to peep other shit I done witnessed.
Yes, we would read that, bro.
He said, yes, we would read that.
Yes. And the movie would be made. Just saying. I know you got shit to do, man. So I ain't gonna hold you up too long, man. Please don't forget to hit me with the link for the clothing. Shit's fucking fire. And shout out to your boy too, man. Salute to him.
Yeah, that's
appreciate you, King. Appreciate you thoroughly. If you ever need anything, not sure what I could do for your greatness, but
Cleveland, Ohio, I'm coming to the crib. I'm coming to Columbus. I'm doing a show in Columbus and Cincinnati, and while I'm out there, I'm gonna go see my cousin Rodney, and I'm gonna come to Cleveland and fuck with everybody I know out there, Danny and everybody.
Oh shit!
All right, so I'm gonna hit you up. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Thanks for the love, man. Don't forget, man, livevictorious.com. Go to our IG. You got the Smokeaholics brand, cannabis brand over there. And of course, you got the Junior Boy shit. I was about to say, damn, I'm tripping. You have the Junior Boy single, No Love, featuring NBA Youngboy.
Go check that out.
And I've been smoking some Alkaholiks, as you can see. All right, cuz. I'll see you in a minute.
No doubt, man. We have witnessed greatness.
Always to the dime. Always to the dime. Let's go.
We out. Peace.